All right, it is Thursday, March 19th. Sold two things in the last little while. Sales have definitely slumped because of the current events that are happening in the world. These are hammer arrestor for a washing machine or a dishwasher. So they're for appliance and they stop banging pipes. So there's two of them, and I sold them for $20 each, so $39.90 and $14 shipping, $5.19 sales tax going to Ontario. I picked these up from there's a lady that bought a whole bunch of Amazon pallets, and she was selling a whole big lot of stuff. Sold a whole bunch of bins to us for like $40. So we got a great deal, and I like doing it that way. That way I don't have to deal with all the crap that that you get from Amazon pallets. But yeah, she just got rid of a whole bunch of stuff all at once, and that was one of the small things that were in there. Here's the Amazon their barcode or whatever, and this one here, this is from my old Dodge Ram. That's the hood latch. Sold that for $20, 14 ship, and $2.59 sales tax. I believe that's going to Ontario as well. There we go. So two small sales, and I just got back from Lowe's. I went to Lowe's, bought a whole bunch of plumbing supplies myself because, you know, I'd like to get some renovation stuff done as well. And yeah, Lowe's was a total ghost town. There was nothing happening there. There were probably like 12 people. I saw 12 other people in the store. That was it. And a lot of employees, a lot of people walking around. They all had a really sad look on their face. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I mean, if businesses don't get any customers, they're going to have to start restricting their hours. I mean, if this thing continues, I could definitely see these big stores, you know, only opening a couple times a week. I could see that happening. Yeah, so anyways, they had at the front cash, they were playing music on the radio, and it was this sad violin music. And I was like, oh man, this is really depressing. I told the cashier, I said, you gotta change the music on that radio station. She laughed. So yeah, I'm basically trying to continue to finish my upstairs bathroom from big renovation that I did a little while ago. So I still haven't done anything with that bathroom, so I'm roughing in the plumbing on that. Actually, I'll go show you what I'm doing up there. Here's my bathroom reno. It's a little bit messy, but what I did is when I first moved here and did some renovations, I added the heat vent over there in the corner, because there used to be a shower right there. And well, actually, when we first moved in, there was a tub, but the tub was leaking. We replaced it with a stand-up shower temporarily, and so I couldn't put the vent in front of the window, so I put it there instead. But now that we're rearranging all this, I put the vent right there in front of the window where it's supposed to be. I did some roughing plumbing there. I just have this piece of drywall there because the cats like to jump in there and go underneath the floor. So I blocked it off. It's open right now. So that's just something that I've done recently, because I haven't been able to do anything with this bathroom for a while, or I haven't done anything with it. I have no excuse really. But recently I've just started working on the roughing for the tub shower. So yeah, just starting to do a little bit of roughing work here. So that's what I bought today, is some more PEX pieces and stuff to finish that off. And I'd have the shower valve. I'm gonna put that up there, get that moving. Luckily I have this shower kit. It's actually covered in oil for some reason, but all the components are just fine. I can't remember where I got that from, but I may have gotten it for free. I can't remember though. But yeah, so it has the valve, which can be a little bit pricey. So I'm going to put that in. That's how I usually do things as much as possible. I scavenge and try to get things find things where I can. You know, for example, like I reused this P-trap. There's a P-trap down there. I reused that from the sink, and you know, and rather than buying a new one, because buying a new P-trap, ABS P-trap is, you know, probably around, I don't know how much they are at the store right now, but it's probably close to 10 bucks. Yeah, I picked up that at an auction for like 10 bucks. That's the PEX crimper. Yeah. Anyways, so trying to get moving on the shower reno a little bit. I'm still finding lots of stuff around my place that I forgot I had. So one of those things is this really nice fishing rod, and this is a Berkeley. It has a nice case with it. This is a Berkeley fly fishing rod. Berkeley Select Onyx fly fishing rod. You probably get like 100 bucks for that, I think. Comes with the case, so that's good. I had that. That was from a storage locker. That was the pod storage locker that I did. That was just a huge cash cow, that locker. That's been sitting in my shed. Same with this. This is another fishing rod. Now this is more of just a basic, you know, Walmart Canadian Tire type of fishing rod. But I was thinking I could sell it with a case and get a little bit of money that way. It's pretty basic. It's this name called Silstar. Never heard of it. Anyway, so I'll sell that. See how much I can make from that. A couple wool blankets from the last storage locker that I just did, and they're pretty nice. I'm going to wash them, and some microwave parts there. Like I said, I still have a lot of stuff to list, you know, that I can go through. I got all these turntables here. I picked these up for about 10 bucks each, and these ones are USB. This is like a really old vintage antique one. And here we have a K, and I think that's the really nice dual turntable that I have. And this is a cheaper Pioneer. I believe that's a Sony. Oh, that's another dual. And that one is, never heard of that one. It's called Audio Reflex. So as far as what I'm going to do with these turntables, basically I'll just go through each one and assess it and see what kind of condition it's in, if it's missing something, if something's broken. And then I will either ship it out as a whole unit or part it out. You know, sell it as a whole unit or part it out. And I really have been leaning towards, you know, especially some of this audio equipment, I really have been leaning towards parting it out, because I just haven't had any luck lately with audio equipment, especially stereos. Stereos, I don't know. There's always something that the customer finds wrong with it, and they open up a return, and I have to eat it or get shipped back. And it's just I just haven't had any luck lately. So this sort of stuff, I find parting it out is a lot safer thing to do. And then I still have all of these, what are they called again? Laser disc players. And I really need to get on these. I've sold, I think I've sold 4 of these so far, and I have all these ones left over. I need to get on that. And yeah, I sold 4 of them, and I think 1 I had to refund, or I sent them out another one. Here's a little death pile that has been sitting here for a long time now. Bunch of sewing machines. I bought all of these $1 each at an auction, and I've been able to go through a few of them. And what I've done is made an eBay listing with a bunch of variations in it. Right now that listing I think has over 70 variations in it, and so it's everything that you can remove off of these things. So like, for example, the nose plate, the light, the motor, the fly balance wheel, a lot of little screws, a lot of bits and pieces. So I know quite a bit of the terminology of these machines. You know, some of them you gotta look them up still. So you get the number on it, the serial number. You gotta look it up, because some of these machines do sell well as is, even if it's not working. But a lot of them, if it's not in good working condition, you can put it on eBay, but you're not going to get very much. It's really just not worth your time, I think, because the shipping is going to be so high. So anyways, let me show you that listing that I made. These are some of the newer listings that I posted just recently. March 18th, that was yesterday. I did about 14 or so listings yesterday. Quite a bit of work, including a whole laptop that I actually took apart So I took apart the whole laptop and photographed it, listed it, all that stuff. So it takes quite a bit of work. So nothing has sold from yesterday, but you can already see some popular listings coming up. And you can tell by the amount of views it has and if it gets any watchers. So this one here is a Coleman camping lantern replacement glass globe. Is by Coleman. I'm selling it for $29.95 with calculated shipping. It's already got 1 watcher and 11 views. This is a stick of RAM from that laptop that I took apart. It's 8GB DDR3. And it's got 1 watcher, 9 views. And I already had someone asking me, offering me $25 for it. But I declined. You know, I don't, when people ask me, for especially a fresh listing that's only been up for a few hours, I don't respond to offers. I let it ride for quite a while. If the listing has been up for quite a few months, I may take an offer via message. But that RAM is free shipping. Another one here. This is another part from that laptop. It's a SATA, solid state SATA hard drive, but it's just like a little stick. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. But I'm selling it for $25. Has 1 watcher, 6 views. So those ones will sell pretty fast. Well, this is a nice camp stove that I picked up out of the storage locker. Yeah, I picked up this camping stove. Actually, the picture looks horrible, but for some reason my camera, all the pictures were very, very dark. So I used their auto adjusting feature, but it looks really cartoony. I don't like it. But these 4 listings here, this is going to March 16th now, and these 4 listings here are from one item that I picked up at Habitat for Humanity, which is a restore. It's like a store for renovation material. So that's just one item. This is actually a automatic ice maker kit, and in the kit you had the ice maker itself, but then you had these other things too. And the kit itself had its own part number, but also each item in the kit had its own part number as well. So as I took the kit apart, I was finding out that the items sell a lot better by themselves. So the ice maker itself is $40. Then there is this water valve, and I'm surprised by that. So it's just a water valve, and I'm selling it for $115. They actively sell on eBay for about $156, and these are all new items. So this is a new valve, so I'm going to sell mine for a little bit less than what the other competition is selling theirs for. And it has actively sold. This is some tubing. I don't think that will sell very quickly at all. And then up here is an ice bucket, and that has actively sold as well. I'm asking $40 with shipping, and that is actively sold for, I think it was 50 or 60, and it's a new item, so that's pretty cool. I like finding little stuff like that. This here, I'll pull that up real quick. Yeah, so this here is a Fisher Price movie viewer and theater with the box and 9 movies. Yeah, so I bought this off of a friend of ours, and they were selling it for $25. So I went and picked it up from them, and I played with it a little bit, showed the kids, and then decided to sell it. So I brought it to the flea market, and the flea market is actually closed because of the I don't want to say what it is, because YouTube's demonetizing all videos that mention that name. But the current events that are going on in the world today, so my flea market's been closed down for the next while. But anyways, off topic. But I was trying to sell this at the flea market, and I was getting a couple of good solid offers. Someone offered me $80, but I was trying to sell it for $100. And but what I found, what was happening is that everyone was coming by and playing with it, especially little kids, and they were jamming these cartridges into the movie theater and being really rough with it. And I was cringing from that. So I took it home, and I'm going to list it. I said I'd list it on eBay, so I'm going to sell it for $160, and I'm already getting 29 views, which is a lot more than what my other listings get. See, it's like 8, 4, 6, 5, 9, and then 29. So it's a big spike there. So that's going to sell eventually. Oh, this is another thing that I showed in my last video. I'll just show you that real quick. Ratcheting screwdriver. And I sold, or I'm selling it for trying to sell it for 30 bucks. And it actively sells for much more. Here, I'll just pull up some comparables on that. Oh yeah, there's one right there. It's much bigger, but they're selling theirs for 95. And then we'll go to sold listings. So these are some sold ones. There's another bigger one for 30. They did bidding, which I don't usually do. And then there's some they're in much better condition than mine. But yeah, 55 and 80 bucks for this little screwdriver. So yeah, don't overlook your small stuff that you find, guys. Always double check everything. You just never know. So I've been working really hard on this, and this picture here is just like a cover picture. It's not what I'm actually selling. It's just a bunch, so it just kind of shows that it's a parts listing. There's lots of listings like this on eBay that sell sewing machine parts this way. And here we go. Whoops, don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, you just select this menu, and then you can just scroll through all of these listings. So I have about 74 of them, and I'll just bring one up randomly. Now the thing is that, see, the pictures are scrolling all the way through, so there's lots and lots of pictures on this listing, but it will eventually get to it, and then when it gets to it, then you can actually scroll through the pictures. Whoops. I don't know what happened. It jumped. Anyways, you get the idea. What's the other thing I wanted to say? Yeah, I'll show you the shipping part of this, because it gets a little bit tricky. Now, these variation listings, they're mainly meant for like t-shirts, for example. Let's say you want a black t-shirt or a blue t-shirt. It's all the same package. It's not really meant for items that are different sizes, different weights, different packing. So this is I find the other thing that's happening with this listing is that because it's getting so big, it's actually pretty slow to get in and out of it and to save it. It's just got so much information in this listing that it's kind of like slowing down their server or something. But I'm still adding to it. I'll just bring it down here to the shipping part of it. So yeah, basically I have my shipping dimensions set at a smaller box, 22, 16, 12 centimeters, and then 100 grams. And 100 grams is basically like the cutoff for Canada Post. Anything over 100 grams, it bumps up into a new category, and which means a higher cost. But anything under 100 grams, it's like the lowest, basically the lowest parcel shipping label you can buy on Canada Post, and that's for Canada, if that's for me shipping to Canada and the US. But I do have items that won't fit in these dimensions. So basically I just when I'm listing the bigger items in this listing, I just kind of add to the price that I want, knowing that the shipping is going to be a lot more. If that makes any kind of sense. Hopefully it does. I just like talking. I like talking shop. I like this stuff. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I really enjoy it. So anyways, that is that. So you can make variation listings. Now what I do, this is just my generic front picture that I've done. It's just a bunch of parts of so here we go. This picture here, it's just your cover photo. It's not like this is what's for sale. So what is for sale is all these parts here, and I think I have around 70 variations. So I've organized them in, the Singer 27K, 99K, 128, and so on. So the only thing that has sold so far is a light. It's a pretty nice light, actually, from a old Singer 128. Yeah, so I have a bunch of Singer 403 parts, and then a bunch of different feet. Yeah, so then you click on one, and it just brings it right to the thing. It takes forever for these, because I got so many pictures, it takes forever for it to scroll through to get to it. But then, yeah, so that thing is for sale, 25 bucks. And so the only thing is, when you're making a listing like this, is you can only set the shipping to one amount. So it's really not, the variations is really not meant for different sized items. It's really meant for one item of like different color or different, you know, size, like a t-shirt, like large, medium, small. It's really not meant for a whole range of different parts that are different sizes. So, you know, for example, this is a very small part, and then you can get a bigger part. Let's see here. See if I can find a much larger part. So this is the wood box, the whole base. So basically I've set my listing to be this calculated shipping, but it's at the smallest weight and smallest size of shipping that I have. So it's, the shipping is basically, so the shipping size is a very small box and a very small weight. So something like this won't, the shipping for this won't represent the actual amount. Hero! Oh, sorry, my dog was barking. It distracted me. Yeah, so the shipping, I'll show you here. All right, let me just pull up the... Oh my goodness, come on, man. All right, here, I'll just show you real quick what I'm talking about. So here's all the different variations, 76 variations. And there are lots of videos that you can pull up that will show you on how to do that. But the one thing that I want to show you was the shipping amount. So I have it set to calculated shipping. And here I'll show you the weight. So there's the dimensions. These are centimeters and grams, by the way. So 22 centimeters, 16 and 20 and 12, and 100 grams. Now that's like that is, for Canada Post, that is the lowest that you can do. Anything under 100 grams is one price, and then after you do like 101 grams, it jumps from after that. So I've set all of them to be the lowest, amount of shipping costs that that's accessible for me. And then for my largest items, I'm just basically, either you can up the price on the larger items, or you can just eat the cost. So you decide on what you want to do there. But yeah, anyways, I've been working really hard on this listing here, and you can do a maximum of 250 variations. So I do plan on adding to this listing. It's just for Singer parts though, nothing else. Except I do have one Sears Kenmore motor here I've been trying to sell, but that's the only other non-Singer part. Yeah, well, let me take you anyways, let me take you upstairs. I'll show you my bathroom renovation, how that's going so far. This listing, I just kind of add to the price that I want, knowing that the shipping is going to be a lot more. If that makes any kind of sense, hopefully it does. I just like talking. I like talking shop. I like this stuff. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I really enjoy it. So, anyways, that is that. It's one other thing I was going to do, and I was going to take apart something and show you guys. No, I can never. Hello, chickens. Chickens are out and about. We built these vegetable beds in the fall, and we filled them all up with leaves. This is all the garbage from my last auction haul. Look at it all. Not that pile. That's my old electronics pile. It's been sitting there for a while. But yeah, all these bags, and in here is all a bunch of broken glass and some CDs down in there. And I still actually have in my shed, there's a few boxes of VHS. But yeah, this is all that's left from that storage auction that I did. It was I believe it was my last video. So it's just the one right before this. You can go check that out if you want. It was a pretty good auction haul. Pretty good. Found a lot of gold in that. I have a bunch of appliances sitting around that I intend to part out. So that's why they're here, and I haven't brought them to the scrapyard yet. Found some pieces of plywood on the side of the road. Not sure why I picked those up, but they're pretty thin. I don't know. You know, plywood is always a great thing to have around for doing projects and everything. So anyways, it was free. These bags here are full of clothing from that storage locker, and I should get rid of those soon because they're sitting out here, maybe getting wet. And the truck is full of scrap. I just came back. This furnace is falling over, even though I had it strapped to the side of my truck, but it fell over anyways. So let me show you what I have in the truck. First, I'm just going to put my shipping inside because I'm going to the post office right after I get this sorted out. I want to get to the scrapyard today because I cleaned up a lot of these rads, and they've been sitting in my truck for a while. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 copper rads in here, mixed in with some steel there, but I want to get to the scrapyard soon and get those cashed in. Soon as in like now. The scrapyard prices, I don't know what's going on with them because of what's going on in the world right now, but I've never been the type to hoard onto scrap. You know, it's always been not my philosophy, but it's always what I've done is as soon as I get scrap, I just cash it out. You know, I don't wait for prices to go up or go down unless copper is like really, really down. Then I might hold on to it, but really, I just when I get it, I cash it in. So that's what I'm going to do with these guys right now. Bring it in because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with scrap prices, but if you're following the stock market, everything's going down. If you have anything, I would just say cash it in right now. There we have it. Truck is empty. Let's take a look at the receipt. Aluminum copper rads. They gave me $1, and I'll get back to that in a second. But there was 94 pounds of it, and so it's $94. Shred $100 per metric ton, $18.10, $112 total. So what's happened at my scrapyard is there's been a big change of big turnover change. So there's all new employees, and the person that has taken over the scrapyard has a reputation in the area of being pretty hard to work with, and so I'm starting to feel that right now. I really don't enjoy going to this scrapyard anymore. The scale person is a real pain to deal with, and all my friends that used to be there, they're all gone. So it's all new staff at my scrapyard. So I'm pretty upset about that. I really had a good thing going on. So for example, I'm still getting a top up on shred, but I'm not getting a top up on anything else. So they gave me my scale ticket for the copper rads, and I said, is this the door price? And they said yes. And I'm like, well, I had an arrangement with the other people that I was getting at least 10 cents, and they said, oh no, we can't do 10 cents, we can only do 5 cents. So a 5-cent top up really is not much. And then I tried to talk to this person about how much I bring in all the time, and it's like they just didn't want to hear it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I just don't really like going there right now, but it's so close. It's like 10 minutes from my house. The other place is probably about half an hour drive or more. Saw this big pile of dirty aluminum. I should bring that in soon. It's a bit overwhelming. It's definitely a truckload or more. Clean aluminum there. And back in here is a little bit of wire. There's some motors down there. And then I have all this wire that I've been meaning to strip or go through. And this bucket here is full of wire. And also some bare bright copper in there too. Just haven't gone through it. It's been sitting out here all winter. Okay, it's Monday, and I've sold a few things here on eBay. I want to show them to you now. This guy here, it's called Instant Hot Water Recirculating System. It's kind of a neat little thing. There's how it's set up. So you just kind of set up like that, and then you can recirculate some of the hot water and save energy. I think that's what the whole purpose is. Anyways, I can't remember where I got that from. I think that came from all the Amazon items that we got from a person who bought Amazon pallets returns. So this thing, I think it has been opened. You can see it has been opened, but I've double checked it, and all the it's all there, and all the connections look good. I think whoever bought it must have just changed their mind. Anyway, sold it. $79.95. It's by Watts. Watts is a good name in plumbing. $79.95, $21 for shipping, so $101 total. No sales tax because it's going to Kansas, so it's going out of international. This here is a replacement cover plate for a single handle tub or shower. So that is a ring that you put on. There's the handle, and that's just the ring, just all by itself. It's brand new, it's never been used, and I picked up a whole bunch of plumbing supplies at an auction a while back, and that's an auction. I think I spent around $1,400 on a whole bunch of different things, and it was good. Wasn't great, that sale, but I definitely made money on it. So I have 3 of them. I've sold 2. This is the second one that I've sold, and I have 1 more in store. So they're selling for $25, $21, almost $22 for shipping, $3.74 total, $50, and I'm sending that to Newfoundland. And there we go. That is the second one. I have 1 more. So I'm surprised that these actually sell, because I see them all the time in the scrap metal world. Anyways, moving on here. This is a Kenmore vacuum cleaner belt. That's just the belt. I'm doing. I bought a whole bunch of these in bulk. I think it was off Amazon because I needed one for my vacuum cleaner, so I bought them in bulk, and I've just been reselling the ones that I didn't need. I think I bought like 10 of them or so. I can't remember. Anyways, definitely made my money back on that. So the repair that I did to repair my vacuum is free, and now I'm just making money, making profit. So I'm doing free shipping on these because there's you can send it through letter mail. Letter mail, the maximum thickness is 2 centimeters. So anyways, $15 and $1.94 in sales tax. It's going to Ontario. All right, last thing here. This is some glass feet for furniture glass feet. I guess you could use them. I don't know what kind of furniture you would use for this. I guess anything really, couch, table, whatever you want. But it has like these metal cotter pins that you would connect it, and these ones just have never been bent. So they're all, from what I can tell, they're all practically brand new, never been used. Kind of nice. You can't, but it looks like it's been worn quite a bit. You can't really see it, but it's called the name is Onward Kitchener Furniture. Onward, it's a company in Kitchener, Ontario, but these are vintage, so I don't think that company's around anymore. But I sold them $34.95 and $23 shipping, $58 total. And that is going to States, Colorado. That's going to Colorado. And there we go. I found these. I went to a farm auction, and I bought, boxes of stuff, and these were just sitting in the bottom of a box. So I like that. Making a little bit of progress in here. I got the tub in. It's been 9 days since that first clip that I showed you. This tub here, I bought on Kijiji for $100. Came with the faucet. This is a Delta faucet, and these faucets are about $300. $300 at Home Depot. I was shocked. It was leaking a little bit, so I went back to Lowe's and I got some little gaskets, and I replaced the gaskets in each of these faucets so it's not leaking anymore. So I got the drywall on. I got all the plumbing for the shower. Got all that fixed up. The water's on, so water comes out just fine. And let's see here. I did some soldering on the copper and down in here and connected it to PEX. So that about wraps it up for this video. And yeah, so hopefully the purpose of this video was just to show you guys what you can do on eBay during this lockdown. I think selling eBay during this lockdown is a really great idea. The only thing is that hopefully the post office does not close. I don't see it closing, at least here in Canada. You know, who knows what's going to happen, right? But as long as the post office stays open, we're good to go. And eBay is a great venue to earn some extra cash during these hard times. I know there's lots of people suffering out there right now. For myself, for my family, nothing much has changed actually, because we both work from home, and our 2 kids, we homeschool our own kids to begin with. So it's just the 4 of us. We're kind of homebodies to begin with, so we're always here. We haven't our lives haven't changed too much during this shutdown. But you know, I know a lot of people out there are hurting because of this, and I can understand it. It's tough. And you know, all I can say is get on eBay, get online, think outside the box. Oh, we got an ATV passing by here. No traffic anymore. No traffic at all, because rush hour, usually my road is busy, but not anymore. Anyways, my battery's almost dying, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hit the like button for me, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say and how you're doing during the lockdown. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.